We good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good afternoon. I know it's been busy for you guys today. Huh? Listen, I'm Sheriff John Rutherford, and I appreciate all of you coming out and those who are also watching us live on the internet. We work hard here at JSO to help citizens connect with us. From the officers on the street to the advent of social media, our public communications efforts remain the heart of delivering on our promise to be transparent and helping citizens know about their police agency and how to engage with us as easily as possible. And today I'm here to announce two more ways that citizens and you, the media, can connect with us from the privacy and convenience of their own homes, cars, offices, and mobile devices. With us today are guests from Audible Traffic to announce a mobile application for your smartphone that the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has launched. And to my right here is the CEO, Roger Koch, and to my left is the president of the company Audible Media Group, Jeff Kottkamp, and many of you recognize him, I'm sure, as our former Lieutenant Governor. And with that, we have unveiled the board that shows you what the app looks like. And historically, if you wanted to hear traffic reports, you got it through a periodic broadcast on the radio, or you had to actually look at your phone. With audio traffic, once you've installed the app, you can activate the service and you will receive current audible traffic reports and other local information bulletins. Imagine the convenience when you're getting ready to leave the house or your office and you want to hear a GPS-sensitive message about road closures in your area. Right now, this service will operate between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. The information is updated continually during those hours, and the company hopes to expand those hours actually very soon. Besides the focus on breaking traffic news, the technology also allows us to add this to our compendium of how we communicate with the media and the public about other breaking news information, including hazardous conditions, missing persons like the Amber Alert that was put out last night. And by the way, the 85-year-old woman was safely recovered. And it also allows us to get out important messages, other important messages for our citizens. Again, we don't expect anyone to rely on one tool for staying connected to us, but this enhances the ways reporters and citizens can get factual information directly from the Sheriff's Office in a very timely manner. It will complement our existing platforms and bring another tool to you with information that impacts your lives and our community's public safety. I will mention that there is no cost to the taxpayers of Jacksonville for this communications tool. The way it is financed is through corporate sponsorships, much like public broadcasting. And Roger, if you'd like to demo the app, I think we'd love to hear it.
Sure. Well, thanks everybody for coming. First, I'd like to say I want to introduce Jeff Kottkamp. I want to introduce Jeff Kottkamp and tell him, why we're here and why we think this is an important place for us to be.
Thank you, Roger. I've known this sheriff for a long time, and this community is blessed with not just one of the best sheriffs in Florida, but one of the best sheriffs in the country. This is just another innovation that he's putting to use to keep the people of this community safe. And that's really what this is all about. As we have all seen, the proliferation of the use of smartphones and applications, and that's now led to 9 deaths from distracted driving a day. And this is an app that can really go a long way on the traffic side of things, increasing safety here in the community, in addition to the safety bulletins that the sheriff mentioned. So we're excited to have this partnership to help the sheriff and his team carry out their prime directive, which is keep the citizens of Jacksonville safe. And with that, I'll turn it over to Roger Koch, our CEO, to describe how this app works.
All right, great. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Sheriff. Again, very simple app to download. I saw some of you trying to download it already. You're already doing that. But first of all, it is a free app. It's free to the sheriff. It's also free to the public. And it's fortunately, people that are not as computer savvy or smartphone savvy as the sheriff is. It's a very easy app to download. You won't need your kids to show you how to do it. If everybody wants to take a second, we can download it right on your phones right now. Okay? Whether you have an Android device or an Apple device, you can go ahead and download it. I will go ahead and show it to everybody here and let everybody listen to it. You push one button, or you can tell your phone to download it, and immediately a traffic report will play. Yes, correct. Yes. All right. We'll do that in a second. What I do want to say is that the report loads automatically. It is updated continuously Monday through Friday, 6 a to 7 p. And we do about 1,100 updates a month. So it is a lot of traffic information. It's done by live reporters that are very experienced at doing traffic. And what they do is gather the information, put it into an audio file that you simply just, without having to be distracted. I want to play it again. It'll automatically play that report so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. So many of you know that there are other ways to get traffic information, say Google Maps, programs like that. Well, all of those you have to stare at your phone to see where that accident is. And why that slowdown is there. What our reports will also do is try to give you advice on how to avoid that accident, either in advance or taking an alternate route. There's a second part of what's available that the sheriff talked about, and that's our information bulletins. And these are things that have just happened that the sheriff would like the community to know about. And that is on the app also. It's halfway down, and the latest ones will always be on the top. And I will go ahead and play the latest one that we have.
This bulletin brought to you through the generous support of National Transaction Corporation. On Wednesday, July 30th, 2014 at 8:53 p.m., we received a robbery holdup type alarm from the Paradise Food Bar located in the 1700 block of North Laura Street. We had reports that the suspect ran on foot from the area, and off-duty detective Sergeant Nobles was working nearby. He responded to the call and saw the suspect fleeing. He gave chase, caught up with the suspect near 9th and Hubbard. The sergeant tased the suspect. The suspect fell to the ground where he was then taken into custody. The suspect held his hand under his shirt where he appeared to have a gun. The suspect battered the female clerk during the event, causing minor injuries. The suspect took an unknown amount of money and fled the scene. There is a video that the detectives will be obtaining. A weapon was not found. Any further updates will come from the robbery detectives, which will be in probably 2 to 3 days. For more information about this case, visit www.jaxsheriff.org, at JSOPIO on Twitter, or the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Facebook page. If anyone has information about the incident, please contact the Sheriff's Office at 630-0500 or contact.
All right, so that's the total that we have for the reports. To find it, it's very easy to do. You either go to the Apple Play Store or the Google Play Store, and you would just type in, search for Audio Traffic Jacksonville, and you'll see this icon pop up. Simply download that. Another benefit of our service is it is also GPS enabled, that if you travel outside of Jacksonville to one of our other locations where we offer the service, you will get traffic reports automatically from that area based on your GPS location.
Very good. So you get to know where the road blockages are before you even leave your home, which is great. And now I'd like to go on, if I could, very quickly to another announcement. Same subject, communicating with citizens, but a different tool that we're announcing today. Effective today, you can go to our website or onto the internet or a smartphone and load a web page that shows all dispatched calls for services. And Chris is going to pull that up. He's going to pull it up there so that you can see it. One of the things that citizens want to know is what police activity is in their area of the city. And to the extent that we can tell them, I want them to know those things so that they can help us and it helps to keep them safe. On this page, you will see calls where a police officer has actually been dispatched with a delay of about 30 minutes, allowing for them to arrive on the scene first and handle whatever police initiative may need to be taken. When an officer checks back, the call turns from red or active to black. And then after several hours, the call will eventually scroll off of the page. It works much like our EARS, the Emergency Alert Response System program, where you get a 100-block display, not the exact address, but a 100-block, so we're not violating any confidentiality for victims who, by law, have their identity protected on some in specific calls, such as child abuse and sexual assault. Calls like that won't even be listed because of their confidential nature. The information you see here is public record and the kind of information that we are routinely asked for. Placing it on a public website affords reporters the information they are seeking, and it helps the public know what is going on in the community to the extent that we're allowed to say. Again, this is done very timely and should help people understand the work that we do here in Jacksonville and what is going on in their community. In addition to that, well, let me add, any questions on that? That site? Okay. And finally, last two items that I'd like to talk about, same topic again, communicating with the public, is in the coming weeks we will be launching a live internet call-in show. Once a month to start, I will be taking calls and tweets from citizens and answering their questions live on the internet. And you can stay tuned for more information on that as we plan to launch it in August. And lastly, we are working on a JSO mobile application for your phone with services from reporting a crime or a crash to leaving us or Crime Stoppers a tip and getting the latest information through push alerts. And we'll have more information on that also coming up in August, so stay tuned for that. But one of the things that I wanted to do with this live internet call-in show is I love the ability to talk directly to the public. They get to ask whatever question they are concerned about. You know, many times we give speeches out in public and that sort of thing, and we talk about what we want to talk about. And citizens walk away wondering about things that they have issues with, that they would like to know the answer to. And so it's a great opportunity for us to really interact directly with the public and answer their concerns. So with that, I'll throw it open. This audible alert is really going to be a benefit to our citizens out there. You put your GPS, allow your GPS, and you find out what the problems are on the road before you even take off. And even if you're down in St. Johns County coming north on 95, and now that can be sometimes in the morning. So this will be something that I think is really going to serve our citizens well. And I want to thank Roger and Jeff for helping us to be in the forefront of these kinds of initiatives in Florida. So thank you. Any questions from anybody?
Sheriff Rutherford, Ms. Shakasana with First Coast News.
Yeah.
Does the app just update depending on what area you're in?
It covers, the traffic report covers the entire Jacksonville area.
Okay.
So we won't
So if you travel outside of the county, if that county offers it also?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
It'll update theirs as well. So if you're traveling to Tampa, and Tampa has this app, you put your GPS on, and when you get into the Tampa area, it will start giving you updates for the Tampa area.
Correct.
Now, because I asked this question too, because I wasn't sure, and Roger, because we asked, well, what if you don't turn on GPS? Then what happens to, where are you going to get the signal from? For those who download the Jacksonville app, you might be in Tampa, but you're still going to get Jacksonville information. But that information would still be available there to you. But by simply turning on the GPS, enabling the GPS, you can actually get the information that you need around you where you are. All right.
Any other questions?
Dan, all new cars should be built with this app right in it, right? He's our car.
Or all new phones.
He's our, or new phones, yeah.
You reload it, download it.
Yeah.
If you can have